It's 20 like it's 28 degrees right now. And I have a black sweatpants, a hoodie. I'm covered up, so it is what it is. Something like that. Calm shit. No trades today. As I was literally about to, it's funny. It's so funny because I saw a video, or I didn't see. I saw a video about TJR saying he saw a video that some guy, he literally just clicked buy and then Trump news came out and dumped, and he was just like, I quit this shit. And genuinely, I can imagine that shit because I was on the verge. I was just waiting for a 2-minute inverse, and I was gonna take longs to Asia high, new week opening gap high. But I also felt that price was kind of slowing down, which was weird. So I don't know. News obviously is planned ahead. My initial bias was bearish, and then we were reversing. So I was just like, I don't know. It was kind of a weird day today because both indexes were so off. So when that happens, my bias gets a little fucked. I also don't really always use bias. I just kind of go off what sessions we swept out and to see if we're up for a reverse or we're gonna do a continuation. Been learning a lot. Mainly just traded in the morning. Gonna go work out, come home, do trading work, post this YouTube video probably. I'm not gonna record. I always say I don't want to record shit, and then I end up recording shit on my way to the gym. You know, I could be insane, I could not be, but I don't know if I want to do this, but I don't give a fuck. That
was the knight in shining
shit. Audi R8. Doing my thing, chilling, but fire. Literally reading my book, visualizing, like I'm reading Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's talking about building these patterns, and I'm thinking about that car owning it. Yep. Alright, what's good, YouTube? Finish everything for the day, or finish like the tasks I needed to do mainly. Went to the gym, came home, showered. I still need to read a little more. I'm gonna read longer. I'm probably gonna end up finishing the book today. I'm getting impatient with this shit, and I'm really close to finishing it. Crazy work on the R8. You know, that was just like, yo, I'm telling you guys, like, I'm gonna get this shit, and I don't even need to prove it to you. Yo, this shit's popping up everywhere. Like, how often? I'm sure like some people have neighbors and shit, but like, I'm sure that was the same R8 as yesterday. But it's like, dude, I'm going about my days. Why the fuck am I like, especially in the area I work out? The one time I went to Fortino's, the one fucking time, like, the probability, you know, the people who know probability understand that, like, okay, well, naturally it's gonna play out if every single day you do random tasks and you see it one day, realistically, the probability played out. But it's like, okay, the one time I go to Fortino's at 9:30 in the morning or something like that, R8, like, it was 10, but whatever, or no, 9:30, yeah, 9:30, I went to Fortino's, boom, R8. Coming back from the gym, thinking and reading about manifestation, and I was thinking about the R8 next to me. Like, what are the odds of this shit, man? And I truly think I'm gonna achieve all my goals. And this is my reminder to every single person who's going through a rough time right now. Trust me, I'm not going through the best times. I just don't walk around and bitch about it because I understand times are tough. Guess what? I can't do anything about the times because I don't control times, but I'm gonna make the most out of it. And when you can make the most out of a bad time, naturally it becomes a good time because you've made the most out of it. So, mind you this too, like, you gotta want this shit. You gotta want all these things. Like, look at my fucking window, bro. Like, you think I can just, I literally got up today. I'm like, bro, I gotta get up. I'm done. Like, low-key, this shit's being annoying. But yeah, man, like, times are tough. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I really do get it. I went through some fucking hard-ass times. But when you go through hard-ass times and you get through them, guess what? You don't bitch about them. Why? Because you can either go about your days bitching, complaining about, okay, I didn't get to do this today because of this, or for me, like, today, I didn't get to trade. That sucked. I've just spent X amount of money to do this education thing, to learn about this skill set. It fucking sucks. I have very low I never let myself think I have very low capital because I always end up getting money some way, somehow. I'm not gonna lie. But no matter what, you trust me, everyone thinks for some reason I'm fucking rich at work. For some fucking reason, some of my coworkers think I'm loaded. I'm not fucking loaded whatsoever. I just don't walk around and bitch like I'm broke. Why? Because I don't want that mindset. You gotta go around day to day thinking, you know what, I am that dream version of myself. I am a consistently profitable day trader. I leverage my skill set to achieve my dreams. I am that dream version of me, or soon to be that dream version of me. I am educated. I am patient. I am calm. I am not convicted. I am persistent. You know, if you walk around with these traits and you just always think that shit, you naturally become them. Why? Because the world just works like that. The world is not like... Everyone thinks the world, there's an order of things and everything. No, the world does not have an order. There's no such thing as fucking order in this world. Trust me on that note, there's no such thing as order. Everything is out of order. But the nice part is, when everything's out of order, you can just manipulate that shit. You can put yourself in a position almost like an overnight success, because if you just hide your shit and you work in silence, and one day you come out, you're an overnight success. Why? Because you worked your ass off, you stayed quiet about it, and all of a sudden, boom, you're this great person. And if you always think that way, you think, you know what, man, I'm the shit. Doesn't matter what this person says, doesn't matter what she says, doesn't matter if he hates me or he likes me. I'm the shit. Fuck these guys. I'm going to show you what I can do with my life. And it doesn't matter who doubts you at the end of the day, because if you... Shit. One second. Sorry. If you're about that shit non-stop, non-fucking stop, all you do is think about that shit. All you think about, how can I improve today? I literally got a fucking new journal yesterday because I want to improve my YouTube videos. Why? Because I want to get 1 million followers. One day, it's not going to be today, not going to be tomorrow, but if I keep improving and I learn the skill set and I actually develop myself into this dream version of me, I'm going to get that shit. Why? Because that's just how it is, right? If you learn and you become more entertaining, you bring people along the way and you inspire people, naturally more people want to be around you. So what can I do? I can post every single day multiple times. I could do more social media, but I don't want to. I just kind of want to focus on YouTube, because I'm not really in it for social media. I want to become a consistently profitable day trader, and then I'll go into that other shit when I can make more short form content. But I'm not into short form content. I'm into long form. But I don't know. It's just calm as fuck, bro. Like, every single day, bro. I'll tell you this. I shot this message at somebody I used to know yesterday because they're moving away, and I was like, yo, by the way, I'm sorry. Like, they told me this a while ago, and I was like, yo, by the way, I'm sorry. And then I'm like, and then they asked how I'm at, whatever, basic conversation. And I asked, how are you? And then they go, you know, a lot of shit has happened since the last time we spoke, but I'm getting through it. It's like, why fucking speak about it, bro? If I went through some crazy shit, I would have been like, yo, because I've been through some stupid shit this past time, but I just say I'm improving, because, you know, the way you look at bad shit is, or you can either look at it as straight bad shit, or I can look at it as a lesson that I'm learning. And if you can find that lesson within that bad shit, you can always become a better person. Trust, I've became a way better person from all of the fucking shit I've dealt with and all these struggles I've been through. But man, being fucking broke, doing all this shit, walking to the fucking gym when I really didn't want to, like, all this shit adds up into one great person, and that's me. That's me tomorrow, that's gonna be me today. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be a better man tomorrow. Every single day. With today's time frame, I'm gonna be learning what I have to, so tomorrow's version of me can be much better than me right now. And if you apply that concept to everything, including day trading, business, like, okay, you know what? Today wasn't a success, but tomorrow will be. What lessons can I learn from today? How can I apply them tomorrow? And then you filter out what doesn't work, and then reapply what does work. Dude, you're already crushing it, because you're improving that skill set. You're compounding. Shit's all compounding. All this good fortune, all this bad fortune, it's just a lesson hidden somewhere. It's a perspective lesson. And that's why I have on my wall. The water tastes like pre-workout still, but it's water. Up there. There's two things. Okay, those who are crazy enough to believe it can happen are the only ones with the capability to make it a reality. You gotta believe that dream version of you exists out there. And then from that mindset, okay, he exists. Who is that dream person? He's patient. How do you learn patience? By going through obstacles and learning slowly, like, okay, you know, my brother's showering. You know, I need to take a shower, but he told me he's going to get out in a minute. Me slamming on the door is just going to delay him. I'm going to sit back. just a little more patience there, and that shit compounds. The second quote: the only separation between you and your dream self is unrealized opportunity, prospective lessons, and courage. Courage enough to take that first step. Courage enough to go ask that girl out. Courage as a whole to take on these failures. Don't take them personally. Retry. And when you do that, you become just such this great person because you're persistent. One, you know, every success is persistent. No one's ever done something, been like, first attempt they fail. Okay, I'm done. That's not persistence. You know, all these fucking failures, they stack up into one great person. And that's going to be me. I'm already that great person, but I'm going to be an even better person tomorrow. The way I look at my life, the way I look at my body, I don't look at it as something like, okay, this is the way it is. I look at it as something I could shape out to be. I go into the gym every single day. If I wanted to be a fucking boxer tomorrow, I'm not going to train like a bodybuilder no more. Shit wipes. Now, breaking down my physique, what do I need to work out? I need thicker waist, core strength. I need all that shit. And it's like, if you can if you can look at as everything as something that's malleable and you can shape it up to be whatever you'd like, you can change your life. You can look at your body and be like, okay, I don't like that my legs are a little fat. I'm going to put on more size on them. So when you add more muscle to the same amount of fat, naturally your body fat reduces because there's more fat spread out, as well as it's like diluting it. If you're adding more of something, volume becomes bigger, and if the fat stays the same, then the percentage shrinks. So it's kind of like you can look at everything in such a different realm, and the saddest reality of everything is people look at their life as something that just happens to them. I'm not like you're a leaf in the wind. When I look at my life, I'm not a leaf in the wind. I'm a fucking tree. I'm moving around with it, but I'm still staying where I want to be. I'm going towards my goals. I'm not gonna fucking take that shit on. You know, you can't be a fucking pillar, like a straight pillar that doesn't do anything when his life moves around, because that's not right either. You have to be like something that can move, kind of like flexible. You have to be flexible. You have to be, what's the word, like agile, kind of, not agile, but gotta be able to move around. You know, you gotta take shit on from face view and be like, you know what, this fucking sucks. Guess what? If I sit here and be upset about it, what's gonna change? Nothing? Okay, but what happens if I'm happy about it? Look at it as an opportunity. All of a sudden, your mind switches. That shit starts to, okay, what can I do with this thing? Okay, you're stuck in a row. You're stuck in an elevator. Okay, that fucking sucks. Whatever, you can be like, fuck this, man. You can cuss it out. Or you can be like, you know what, there's a cute girl next to me. I'm going to go talk to her a little bit. Maybe I can just get to know her. Maybe I can make money from her. Maybe she can bring me clients from my business. Or maybe I can ask her on a date. Something like that. Literally anything in the world. And when you take a situation like that, your life will change. Every setback is a opportunity for... It's just another seed you can plant just to propel you even further. So, in order to make a higher high, you have to make a higher low sometimes. And if you're going through your lows, look at it as, you know what? Now, I get to take whatever this shit I'm going through, like, at face value, and I'm going to use this to become such a great person that nobody will ever insult me again, or nobody will ever hurt me. That's the hardest thing for people to understand, that everything happens to you for a reason, truly. And sometimes I'll be pissed at God. I'll be honest. Like, I literally sat in bed. I'm like, why did you do? Like, why? What was this for? Or why did I do this or whatever? And why? And then a few days later, I'll be like, thank you, God. I'm sorry for what happened. I was just confused. This and this. And sometimes it's really hard to look at it from that point of view, where this is an opportunity for growth versus like, bro, you literally just got fucking shot. What do you mean this is an opportunity for growth? It's like, well, now I get to work on that skill set in the hospital that I wouldn't have had if I was working all day, and now I get disability or whatever the fuck. I'm just saying, look at everything as a potential future endeavor kind of success, and it will be. But if you don't, and you treat your life like shit, you're gonna be shit. and it is what it is. You can't. Once you do things, you can't go back. So why not make the most out of your actions? But I'll leave it at that for this video. I'll probably go back to the gym tonight, do cardio. But besides that, I gotta go to work for day trading. Edit this video as well. So peace.